All right, so get this. Picture this. An oil rig, miles offshore.
All right.
A top secret military operation, happening in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And a self-driving car just trying to navigate rush hour traffic.
Oh, okay.
What do all those things have in common? Not a whole lot at first glance, right?
Not really, no.
But there is a hidden connection, and that is edge AI.
Yeah, edge AI is really fascinating because it brings the power of AI to places where relying on the cloud just isn't feasible.
Right.
And if you think about those scenarios we just talked about, sending data back and forth to a data center,
Yeah.
it takes time.
Sure.
And in those situations, a delay could be the difference between things running smoothly
Right.
or total disaster.
Yeah, that makes total sense. So today we're going to take a deep dive into this world of edge AI.
Yeah.
See how it's making a real impact in the real world.
Absolutely.
We've got some super interesting research and articles lined up.
Of course.
But one company that keeps popping up is Latent AI.
Yeah.
What's the deal with them?
So Latent AI is doing some really groundbreaking work in this field.
Okay.
They are all about making AI work efficiently on devices that aren't traditionally powerful enough to handle it. Instead of relying on these massive data centers,
Right.
they're figuring out how to run these complex AI models on things like, rugged laptops you might find on an oil rig,
Wow.
or even tiny computers on drones.
Hold on, wait. AI on a drone? Seriously? That's like squeezing a supercomputer into your pocket.
It is a little bit like that.
Wow.
And that's precisely what makes latent AI so interesting.
Yeah.
It's not simply about making the AI smaller. It's about making it work smarter,
Okay.
using less power,
Yeah.
and making decisions instantly.
So it's all about efficiency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Got it.
Jags Kandasamy, the CEO of Latent AI, put it perfectly.
Okay.
He said, "We recognized early on that the biggest challenge wasn't just building AI models.
Right.
It was making sure those models could perform under extreme conditions."
Okay, I'm starting to see why people are paying attention to Latent AI and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So how do they actually make this happen? Is there some secret sauce or something?
Well, they have this platform called LEP,
Okay.
which stands for Latent AI Efficient Inference Platform.
Okay.
But to put it simply,
Please.
it's like taking a huge, complex AI model
Right.
and turning it into like a lean, mean processing machine.
Yep.
LEIP optimizes these models so they run incredibly fast without sacrificing any accuracy, even on devices with limited processing power and battery life.
That's really cool. I was just reading this article, and it mentioned that Latent AI was testing out this LEIP
Yeah.
on a Dell laptop with an NVIDIA graphics card.
Okay.
And get this,
Yeah.
it ran 300 times faster than using the laptop's regular processor.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the kind of performance boost that makes Edge AI a total game changer.
Yeah.
Because those speed gains translate to real-time insights, whether it's analyzing data on an oil rig or guiding a drone through a complex environment.
Right.
Or even just helping a self-driving car make split-second decisions.
So in those kind of situations, speed is everything.
Absolutely. Those are the kinds of situations where speed is absolutely critical.
Okay, that totally makes sense. But you also mentioned that Latent AI works with Dell and NVIDIA.
Yeah.
What's the thinking behind those partnerships?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Building a successful edge AI system is kind of like putting together a championship team.
Okay.
You need the best players in each position.
Right.
And Latent AI understands that.
Okay.
As Jags Kandasamy said, AI models are only as good as the hardware they run on.
So it's like each company, they each have their own specialty?
Exactly.
Dell, I'm guessing they come in on the hardware side of things?
Exactly. Dell is known for building these super durable devices.
Yeah.
The kind that can withstand extreme temperatures, drops, dust, you name it.
Wow, that's impressive.
They're the tough guys who can take the heat and keep the AI running no matter what.
That's a great way to put it. Where does NVIDIA fit into this all-star team? So NVIDIA is all about the muscle.
Okay.
They make powerful GPUs or graphics processing units,
Yeah.
which are essential for running the complex calculations that AI demands.
Right.
So they're the heavy lifters,
Got it.
the ones who can handle the intense processing demands, even on smaller devices.
Okay, so it's all starting to click for me now. Latent AI shrinks and optimizes the AI brain power.
Exactly.
Dell provides the toughest nailed hardware.
Yeah.
And NVIDIA provides the processing muscle to make it all happen.
That's it. It's a perfect match.
I like it. It's like the dream team of edge AI.
It is, and that collaboration is a big reason why Edge AI is becoming more and more practical and accessible.
This is fascinating stuff, and it feels like we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah.
The article mentioned oil rigs using edge AI to monitor equipment and prevent accidents.
Yeah.
What are some other situations where this technology would be really beneficial?
Oh, there's so many possibilities.
Okay.
Think about, military operations happening in remote areas
Yeah.
where communication might not be so reliable,
Right.
or disaster response where every second counts.
Oh, wow.
And connecting to the cloud might not be an option.
Edge AI could actually be a lifesaver in those situations.
Absolutely. And then there's self-driving cars.
Oh,
They
wow.
need to be able to make these lightning-fast decisions to navigate safely.
Right.
And relying solely on the cloud for that just isn't fast enough.
Makes sense.
Edge AI allows those cars to process information instantly,
Right.
making them more responsive and safer.
So edge AI isn't just about improving efficiency, it's also potentially about saving lives.
It really is.
That's a whole other level of impact.
It is, and we haven't even begun to explore all the possibilities in healthcare, manufacturing, and countless other industries.
It sounds like the possibilities are endless.
They really are.
This technology could have a huge impact across so many different areas.
Absolutely.
It's incredible to think about.
It is.
But before we get too carried away with the future of edge AI, let's take a closer look at how latent AI's technology actually works in the real world.
Okay, sounds good. Let's dive into some real-world examples that really show the impact of latent AI's technology.
Okay.
One area where they've been making waves is in the energy sector,
Okay.
specifically with oil and gas companies.
Okay, that's not an industry I would have thought of right away.
Yeah.
How does edge AI fit into something as complex as oil and gas?
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
Oil rigs are basically like these little cities
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
packed with all this complex machinery and equipment
Right.
that needs constant monitoring to make sure everything's running smoothly
For sure.
and safely.
Yeah.
Traditionally, this involved a lot of manual inspections and data analysis,
Yeah.
which was time-consuming and prone to errors.
Right. So edge AI is basically like a set of super efficient eyes and ears. It's constantly monitoring everything. And if there's a potential issue, it can alert the crew.
Precisely. By deploying AI models directly onto the rig.
Right.
Using those ruggedized devices we talked about,
Right.
they can analyze data from sensors in real time,
Okay.
detect anomalies, and even predict potential equipment failures.
Wow. So it can actually help prevent those failures from happening.
Exactly, before they occur.
That's incredible. So we're not just talking about preventing minor issues here.
Right.
We're talking about potentially avoiding major disasters.
You got it.
Wow.
This real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance can save companies millions of dollars in downtime and repairs.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to mention the potential environmental benefits of preventing oil spills or other accidents.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a really compelling case for edge AI in the energy sector.
Absolutely.
It's clearly not just some cool tech gadget. It's a tool with real impact.
Exactly, and that's just one example.
Okay.
We're seeing similar applications in manufacturing, where edge AI can optimize production lines,
Right.
predict machine failure,
Yeah.
and improve quality control.
So it feels like the possibilities are pretty much endless here.
They are.
Any other industries where edge AI is making a splash?
Absolutely. Healthcare is another one.
Healthcare, yeah.
That is ripe for disruption.
Okay.
Think about medical devices.
Yeah.
That can monitor patients' vital signs in real time
Okay.
and use AI to detect subtle changes.
Right.
That might indicate a problem.
That could be a real game changer for personalized medicine.
Absolutely.
It's like no more relying on infrequent checkups.
Yeah.
Or waiting until symptoms become really noticeable.
Exactly. And what's even more exciting is that edge AI can empower patients to take control of their own health.
I like that.
Imagine wearables using AI to analyze your data,
Wow.
provide personalized insights, and even connect you with healthcare providers proactively.
That sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It does.
It's amazing to think about how edge AI could improve our lives. Yeah.
In such significant ways.
It is. It's really exciting.
But of course, with any new technology, there are always challenges.
Of course.
Things we need to consider very carefully.
As
You can't just get all caught up in the possibilities
Yeah,
without thinking about some of the potential downsides.
for sure.
So, what are some of the things we should be mindful of
Yeah.
as edge AI becomes more and more prevalent?
One key consideration is data security.
Okay, data security, right?
As we're moving all this AI processing to the edge,
Yeah,
we need to make sure that sensitive data is protected
Right.
from unauthorized access
Yeah.
or cyber attacks.
Right. Especially with these devices
Okay.
operating in remote or harsh environments
Exactly.
where traditional security measures might not be enough.
Yeah, you can't just call IT support if something goes wrong on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean.
Exactly. So we need to make sure these security measures
Yeah.
are built into these systems from the very beginning,
They need to be baked in. Right.
from the ground up.
Okay, what else?
Another challenge is making sure that these AI systems are reliable and resilient.
Hmm.
They need to operate effectively even when they're disconnected from the cloud
Right.
or facing unexpected conditions.
So it's not just about making sure the AI works.
Right.
It's about making sure that it works consistently
Yeah.
and reliably no matter what.
Precisely.
Okay.
We need to have confidence that these systems will function as intended,
Yeah.
even in the most challenging environments.
These are all important points to keep in mind as we kind of navigate this evolving landscape of edge AI.
They are.
So I guess zooming out a bit here,
Yeah.
where does edge AI fit into this bigger picture of all these technological advancements
That's a great question.
that are happening right now?
Huh?
How does it complement or maybe even disrupt trends like cloud computing or the Internet of Things?
That is a great question, and I think the answer is that edge AI doesn't necessarily replace these trends. It enhances them.
Okay.
It's about finding the right balance, between centralized processing
Right.
in the cloud
Yeah.
and localized processing at the edge.
So it's not like an either situation.
Yeah.
Any AI, cloud computing, the Internet of Things,
Yeah.
these can all work together
They can all work together.
to create this more powerful and flexible system.
Absolutely. Think of it this way.
Okay.
The cloud provides massive storage and processing power for training those complex AI models.
Right.
And the Internet of Things connects billions of devices, generating vast amounts of data
Right.
that edge AI can then analyze locally.
It's like each of these technologies has its own strengths.
It does.
And when they work together, they can overcome their individual weaknesses
Yeah.
and create something much more powerful.
Exactly. Edge AI can handle tasks that require real-time decision-making
Right.
or data processing right at the source,
Okay.
while the cloud provides that back-end infrastructure for tasks that demand more heavy lifting. And the Internet of Things provides that network of devices that generate the data edge AI needs to thrive.
So instead of seeing these as competing technologies,
Right.
it's more about understanding how they can complement each other
Exactly.
to create a more efficient and intelligent system.
Precisely. It's about finding the right tool for the right job
Yeah,
and leveraging the strengths of each technology
love it.
to create something truly innovative.
Mm.
And I think this collaborative approach is going to be key
Yeah.
to unlocking the full potential of edge AI.
It's really fascinating to see how all these pieces of the technological puzzle are fitting together.
It is.
But I'm curious, from your perspective, what are some of the key aha moments that our listeners should take away from this deep dive so far?
I think the first takeaway is that edge AI is not just a buzzword.
Okay.
It's a real and rapidly evolving technology.
It's happening right now.
It is. It's happening all around us.
That's amazing.
And the second takeaway is that edge AI isn't about replacing existing technologies, like cloud computing or the Internet of Things.
Right.
It's about finding that balance
Right.
between centralized and decentralized processing,
Yeah.
leveraging the strengths of each approach
Right.
to create a more robust and flexible system.
So it's all about collaboration and really finding the best solution
It is.
for each specific situation.
Precisely. And the third takeaway, and maybe the most important one,
Okay.
is that edge AI is not just about cool gadgets or fancy algorithms.
Yeah.
It's about solving real-world problems,
Right.
improving efficiency,
For sure.
enhancing safety,
Yeah.
and ultimately making our lives better.
It's about using technology to really make a positive impact on the world.
Exactly. And that brings us to the final takeaway, which is
Yeah.
that the future of edge AI is full of possibilities and potential.
Okay.
We've only just begun to explore what this technology is capable of,
Right.
and the coming years are sure to bring even more exciting advancements.
This has been an incredibly insightful discussion so far. We've covered so much ground, from like the technical details of how edge AI works
Yeah,
to the impact on all these different industries
absolutely.
and its relationship to all these other technological trends.
It's fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it really is mind-blowing to think about how quickly all this is aliving.
It is.
And speaking of evolution, I kind of want to circle back to latent AI for a second. They
Yeah.
seem to be playing a pretty crucial role in making edge AI more accessible. to all these different industries.
They are, and their LEIP platform,
Right.
that latent AI efficient inference platform we were talking about.
Yeah.
Total game changer.
Yeah.
Being able to shrink those complex AI models down
Right.
to a size that can run on these smaller
Mm.
devices
Right.
is essential for edge AI to really take off.
It's like they figured out how to make AI work
Yeah.
outside of those massive data centers.
That's
It's not
right.
just about shrinking it, it's about making it run efficiently,
Right.
use less power,
Yeah.
make decisions instantly.
Efficiency is key.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're partnering with these companies like Dell and NVIDIA
Right.
shows how strategic they are about making edge AI a reality
Yeah.
for businesses
Yeah, I see what you mean.
across different sectors.
Dell brings the hardware,
Yeah.
NVIDIA brings the processing power.
The muscle.
Right. With their GPUs, it really is like they've assembled the dream team
Yeah, have.
for bringing edge AI to life in these tough environments.
They have, and by collaborating with these tech giants, latent AI can focus on their core strength,
Which is?
optimizing those AI models for the edge.
Got it.
And it lets companies in these industries,
Yeah.
energy, manufacturing, healthcare,
Right.
really jump on the edge AI bandwagon
Right.
without having to build everything from scratch.
So they're lowering the barrier to entry.
Exactly.
For companies that want to adopt edge AI, that's huge.
It is huge, and that's one of the things that makes this such an exciting time
Yeah.
in the tech world.
It feels like we're moving beyond just theoretical possibilities.
We are.
We're actually seeing these real-world applications
Yeah.
taking shape.
It's a really transformative shift.
It is, but as with any major technological advancement, you know there's going to be bumps in the road.
Of course. Yeah.
We talked about data security earlier, but what are some other challenges or potential downsides that we should be thinking about as edge AI becomes more common?
One concern that often comes up is the potential impact on jobs.
Okay, the impact on jobs, yeah.
As edge AI becomes more sophisticated
Right.
and able to automate more and more tasks,
Sure.
there's a risk that certain jobs,
Okay.
particularly ones involving repetitive or manual labor,
Right.
could become obsolete.
We've seen that happen before.
We have.
With other technologies. So it's
Yeah.
really important to be thinking about this now.
It is. It's crucial to be proactive about addressing this issue.
Absolutely. So what can we do?
Yeah.
How can we retrain and upskill these workers who
Right.
might be affected?
Exactly. And we need to ensure that the benefits of edge AI are shared equitably
Right.
across society.
So that everybody benefits.
Yeah. Not just concentrated in the hands of a few.
That's a really important point. Technological progress should benefit everyone.
It should.
So what can we do as individuals
Yeah.
to kind of prepare for this future
Yeah.
and make sure that edge AI is used ethically and responsibly?
I think the first step is to stay informed.
Okay, stay informed. How do we do that?
Read articles, listen to podcasts like this one,
Right.
engage in conversations
Yeah.
about the potential benefits and challenges of edge AI.
Right. The more we understand it,
Better.
the better we can kind of navigate its impact.
Exactly.
We can't just sit back and passively observe
Yeah,
as technology shapes our world.
they can.
We need to be active participants
We do.
in shaping the future that we want.
Right. And another important step is to advocate for responsible AI development.
Okay, responsible AI development. How do we do that?
Support companies that prioritize ethical AI practices.
Okay.
Demand transparency
Yeah.
from those developing and deploying these systems,
Okay.
and hold them accountable for the impact of their work.
We have a responsibility to make sure that AI
do.
is used in a way that aligns with our values
Yes,
and benefits humanity as a whole.
absolutely. The future of edge AI isn't set in stone.
Hmm.
It's a future that we are all creating together
I like that.
through the choices we make
Right.
and the actions we take.
This deep dive into the world of edge AI has been fascinating.
It has.
We've gone from understanding the technical nuts and bolts
Yeah.
to exploring the real-world applications,
Right.
and then grappling with those kind of broader societal implications.
We've uncovered the potential benefits,
Yeah,
the challenges we need to overcome,
for sure.
and the role we all play in shaping a future where AI empowers us
Right.
and makes a positive difference.
To our listener, we hope this deep dive has sparked your curiosity about this amazing world of edge AI.
Absolutely.
It's a field that's evolving so quickly.
It is.
And we encourage you to keep exploring,
Yeah,
keep learning as we move into this new era
it is a new era.
of technological innovation.
It is.
And remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us.
What's not?
It's a future that we create
We create it.
through our actions, our choices, and our collective imagination.